BBC Hooniverse.
You're watching the TGM production.
Hello and welcome to the final audio only video for a while. My camera's about to die, so I thought I'll make it audio only so I can still make the video I want to do. And I can talk about the subject I want to talk about. This is a brand new series called Is It the End? Where I talk about different topics. Next episode, episode 2, I'll be talking about is it the end for CDs on Big Finish? Is it the end of Doctor Who or whatever? Those type of subjects. For our first episode, we're talking about is it the end of daily uploads on the Tom Mason YouTube channel? For the last year, as much as I can, I've been trying to upload at least one film each day where available. So when I wasn't at uni in the summer, you got a video Monday to Sunday. Then I went back to uni for September, so you got videos Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then obviously Saturday, Sunday. And then before that, you got videos whatever. And I feel like sometimes it's sort of being forced on it. Sometimes when you watch certain videos, I feel like, I could have done more research into that. I could have done more into that. I could have been talking about the Daleks, the Ultimate Guide, instead of talking about iTardis for the 50th millionth time or whatever. So it's that type of thing where I need to sort of only do a film video, whatever we're calling it, when I've got an incredible idea, because the videos I make are discussion videos, reviews, and then I do Who Honori, Who School, Did You Know, Doctor Who Earthbound, and it's multiple spin-offs. I get Bringo on board, I get Bingo Bob, I get Albert Farmer on board, I get Dr. Dixie Space, and I get all those people involved. So, to be able to keep that creative side going, right, I need to not. So, I have to do this, because I run 31 YouTube channels, me and TGM. We run 31 YouTube channels and 20 podcasts. Now, the podcast thing is a separate issue, but that's fixable. But because we run 31 YouTube channels, we have to come up with ideas for other channels. Then if we have that idea, we can't film that yet because we need to film a main channel video. And I've not got an entire issue with that because obviously my passion in life, if you've ever seen the sets I film with, is Doctor Who. So I haven't got an issue on that front. It's just the issue I've got, really, is that I feel like I'm just sort of talking endlessly into the abyss and not really explaining my points at all. Now, the other thing I want to talk about briefly is the fact that if I want to talk about iTardis, for example, like I did in yesterday's video, I sort of need to find avenues and new ways of doing it and new ways of explaining people like the collection box sets I need to talk more about. So there's like aspects of other areas in the Hooniverse I need to talk more about. So I feel like I'm not talking about Big Finish enough, in a sense of I'm not reviewing the audios enough. I'm not discussing my opinions on like Jacob Dudman doing an impression of Matt Smith. I've not really reviewed Hebe Harris's work, even though I've said how incredible Hebe Harris is as a companion. I've never really said this audio is incredible because of Hebe Harris. So I sort of need to review more Big Finish. I need to talk more about the collection box sets. I need to talk about my passion of Doctor Who VHSs and why I think they're incredible. And there's a lot more in Doctor Who magazine, and there's a lot more I need to talk about, and a lot more I need to do. And I think other creative aspects. I know I've got Whovian News, Who and Ori, Who School, Did You Know, Doctor Who Earthbound. As I've said, all these creative projects, which in the description you'll find a link to my Doctor Who web series Time Hoppers, which is its own separate YouTube channel because it's multimedia. Then you also add a link to the Tom Mason website, which is constantly being updated. So you might look at that website today, and then tomorrow it might be completely different. And you'll find on there all my Doctor Who projects that I produce, and you also see started to emerge all my discussions, all my review videos. They're all being added to the website. So overall, there's more aspects I need to talk about. Like, I should have dedicated a whole video to talk about Doctor Who Magic the Gathering cards, or I should have probably talked about the rumour of the new Doctor Who Battle in Time cards, trading cards that are coming eventually at some point. Or talk more about the fact that why do we as fans want to get the same story, the same episode, the same sort of version of Doctor Who multiple times on DVD, Blu-ray, and why the novelisation is so popular, and why is the novelisation not as popular as it used to be when novelisation of TV shows were a thing. Because I'm not saying Doctor Who is the only one that did or does novelisations. What I'm saying is that the other TV shows did novelisations. I think novelisation was a good way of doing it because at that time you didn't have on demand, you didn't have VHS, DVD, but you didn't have any catch-up base area. So to catch up, really, you had to read it in the novelisation, which, because words could be stretched out longer, it meant they've got a lot more time to discuss and a lot more time to sort of analyse. Well, this is one issue with that episode or story. Let's fix that by in this paragraph or this chapter or this section. And I think that's what makes a novelisation incredible. But overall, I think that there's more we could talk about, like Doctor Who figures. We could talk more about the Doctor Who merchandise in general, or we could talk more about the Big Finish Vortex magazine and why they're good. There's a lot we could talk about. But there we have it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, because obviously the pre-title sequence, title sequence, and then end that sequence are all visuals, so at least you've seen something today. This should be the last in the audio only series, but who knows? Bye bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.